There are so many people who try to invent things that it's hard to believe that anyone would fail to get rich in the process. But unfortunately, some great inventions were never turned into successful products, and their inventors didn't make much money at all from their inventions. Here are some of the best examples. Number 10. Nikola Tesla. He was one of the most important inventors in history, creating alternating current, induction motors, remote controls, neon lamps, radio, and more. He was also very generous with his inventions, often giving away or selling for cheap the patents he created. Unfortunately, Tesla was not very good at managing his finances and spent most of his life in poverty. For example, he was once forced to live out of a hotel for years because he didn't have a home. Tesla died believing that he had made the world a better place, and that should be enough for anyone. But it is sad that such an important inventor lived such a hard life. Number 9. Alfred Speyer. In the late 19th century, Speyer invented a process for smelting aluminum, which made it much cheaper and easier to produce. This led to aluminum becoming a very popular material for cans, foil, cookware, and more. However, he never patented his process and gave away his inventions for free. His only reward was seeing his process being used all over the world. Number 8. Joseph Aspdin. In 1824, Joseph Aspdin invented Portland cement, which is still the main ingredient in concrete today. Cement has been used to build some of the tallest buildings, longest bridges, and largest dams in the world. But despite this, Aspdin's claim to fame is that he invented cement. He died believing that he had made a significant contribution to society, but that was about his only reward. 7. John Logsdon. During World War I, Logsdon invented the flamethrower, one of the most feared weapons of war. Since then, flamethrowers have been used in many conflicts, causing untold destruction and death. However, Logsdon was not interested in making weapons and did not patent his invention. He simply wanted to help his country win the war. After the war, he became an electrical engineer designing radio towers and X-ray machines. 6. Thomas Davenport. In the 1830s, Davenport invented an electric motor and a dynamo, both of which are essential components of modern electric motors. However, he was not able to secure funding for his inventions, and they were not commercially successful until after he died. Today, electric motors are used everywhere from appliances to vehicles and have revolutionized the way we live and work. But Davenport never saw the impact of his inventions during his lifetime. Number 5. Robert Hooke. He was one of the most important scientists in history, making contributions to physics, mathematics, astronomy, and more. Some of his most famous inventions include the pendulum, Hooke's law, and the anchor bolt. However, he was often overlooked or underappreciated during his lifetime, and died believing that he had failed as a scientist. It was only after his death that his work was recognized and celebrated. Number 4. John Kay. In 1733, Kay invented the flying shuttle, which allowed weavers to work much faster by throwing the shuttle with a hook instead of using their hands. This invention led to a huge increase in the speed and efficiency of weaving, but it also led to unemployment among weavers because it was faster than any human could throw it. The flying shuttle eventually led to the development of power looms, which completely replaced hand weaving. This caused massive disruption in the textile industry and society as a whole. But Kay never shared in the profits of his invention. Number 3. George de Mestral. In 1941, George de Mestral invented Velcro after he noticed that some seeds were sticking to his pants when he went for a walk in the woods. He experimented with different materials and eventually created a synthetic version of Velcro that is now used all over the world. It's estimated that billions of feet of Velcro are manufactured each year, but de Mestral never profited from his invention because he sold the patent to a Swiss company for a very low price before he died. Number 2. Henry Bessemer. In 1856, Bessemer invented a process for making steel that was much cheaper and faster than the existing methods. This made steel much more accessible and led to its use in everything from bridges to skyscrapers. However, Bessemer never patented his process and gave it away to the public. He believed that everyone should have access to this important technology. And as a result, steel quickly became one of the most important materials in construction and manufacturing. Number 1. Peter Cooper Hewitt. In 1901, Hewitt invented the mercury vapor lamp, which was much brighter and more efficient than the existing incandescent bulb. This invention earned him a prize from the Electrical World magazine and a gold medal from the Canadian government. However, he died believing that he had failed as an inventor because his lamp never went into mass production. In reality, his invention was too advanced for the time, and it wasn't until decades later that his lamp became commercially available. Even if these inventors didn't make a lot of money from their inventions, they still made important contributions to science and technology. They showed that great inventions don't always need to be accompanied by huge profits, and that sometimes it's more important to focus on the impact and legacy of your work rather than just the bottom line. Their stories can inspire us all to pursue our own inventions and discoveries without being motivated by greed or financial gain alone. But what do you think? Do you know of any other great inventors who never got rich? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more fun science videos. Thanks for watching. See you next time.